As a bonus game that I started playing literally an hour right before I got here, I've been playing the first-person shooter Dusk. Have you heard of this game?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
So Dusk is essentially, it's a first-person shooter, a boomer shooter, as the term has been coined recently. Essentially just a retro 90s-esque first-person shooter. It's very much a spiritual successor to something like Blood. First-person shooter, I've literally only played one level of this game. But I'm in a farm, creepy-looking farm. There's cultists and demonic goats and stuff. It's kind of rad. It starts you off with these three, leather-face-looking guys with chainsaws. All you got is two scythes. They don't do a lot of damage, so you kind of got to figure out how to kill them. And you pick up a rock and you just kind of chuck it at them, and they explode into guts. And then you get to dual-wield shotguns, and that's pretty cool. Dusk features music by Andrew Hulshult, who has recently done the music for Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, and I think Quake Champions he did the music for as well. Very good music. And I'd also like to give a shout out to the developer David Szymanski, who, after I beat that first level, I tweeted out, "Dude, this game rocks," and he liked my tweet.
Hey!
So thanks, David Szymanski. But yeah, that's Dusk. Dusk is currently available on PC and hopefully be coming to Switch soon, apparently. It says to be determined 2020, and we got 2 days left of 2020 as of the recording. So I don't think it'll be out this year, but coming to Switch probably next year.
It'll be a New Year's miracle.
Hey!
Many months later.
I've been playing recently a game I've actually mentioned on the show briefly before, Dusk. Ironic, considering I covered Dusk 82 in the news. Dusk is a old-school first-person shooter by David Szymanski, released under the New Blood Interactive Studio. I describe it akin to a kind of a spiritual successor to both Quake and Blood, both in its visual design aesthetics and its culty aspects that Blood has. When I covered it on the show before, I'd only played a single level, even then I'd already fallen in love with it. Now, coming back, God knows how long it's been since we recorded that episode.
I think like 6 months.
6 months later, I've actually beaten the game. And let me tell you guys, it is incredible. That first episode lulls you into a false sense of security. You think, oh yeah, this is just going to be a nice 90s throwback first-person shooter. And then you get to the second episode, and the level design just opens way, way up. There's a map called the Escher Labs that at first looks to be just a generic science laboratory level, and then all of a sudden, as the name implies, it becomes an M.C. Escher painting of a level. It's difficult to describe. I'm sure we'll have some footage of the level playing over me talking, because it's incredible. It blew my mind, and I believe I saw an interview with David Szymanski saying that that level specifically was kind of kickstarted his creative workflow again. He was stuck on what to do, and then he was like, "Oh, hold on, I could do something kind of cool with this level, huh?" Ooh. And then he got going again, and then episode 3 was incredible because it calls back to a bunch of other levels from earlier in the game, but they're all twisted and corrupted. Whew. Love it. Also, there's for any Blood fans, there's not really a cameo, but there's a certain voice actor who shows up near the end of the game he'll take you by surprise. I was surprised myself. But Dusk is currently available on PC, and I want to say Mac as well, with a Switch port coming hopefully this year.
That's what you said last time, too.
It is what I said last time.
That is what you said last time.
And nothing's been said since.
And nothing happened. The end.